Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd, Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am back here on the claim that showed me so much gold in the last 2 times I was here. Like, I mean, huge amounts of gold. It is late January, and I have not yet had my first pan of the year. So I came back here, which showed so much gold, to get my first pan of the year done and see how much gold I can find. So wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now, I am not at all superstitious, but I like to play a little game thinking that the first pan of the year is gonna show me how, my year is gonna go. And that's why I came back to this spot, because I know the gold is good here. It is so ridiculously cold out today, I may not get more than just the first pan done, but I want to see what my first pan holds. So I found a nice little spot right here, a big flat area that has a whole bunch of sort of mid-sized cobbles joining up together in one spot behind a couple of big rocks. I'm gonna fill my first pan from right there and see how well we do. This is some nice looking stuff. I'm really liking the looks of this area here. Nice coarse gravel. I see lots of these black, heavy magnetite rocks. I see some sections of just black sand washing out. This looks like a good spot for gold to be captured behind this rim of rocks. Oh, but I have my first pan full. Let's go down, throw some rubber gloves on, and pan this out in that ice cold water. Wind is crazy out here. Just tried to blow my camera away. Material's looking good in the pan. Let's set up this camera again and keep going. I want you to be able to watch the whole pan from start to finish today. Ooh, I see gold. Let's get the close-up for that. So we see 2 nice flakes washing out in the back corner here in the black sands. We often see this on claims that have very, very heavy black sands, is that some of the gold will wash out the back corners. Look at that, there's even a garnet in there. And we know when we see it coming out in the back corners, it's time to re-stratify, reshake it down, and get that gold settled a bit better so we don't run the risk of it washing up and over on the surface. But there we go. I know there's at least something in the pan, and this is a good indication there might be a whole lot more. Every time I stop for the camera, I have to take off the rubber glove, then put it back on. A little annoying. Let's get panning. Those flakes were over on this side. Doesn't really matter which side. It's time to re-stratify. Make sure they're sitting down at the bottom. Always good to watch your back corners for when that happens. You can still pan for a long time after the gold is washed out the back corners, but if it starts to migrate to the front, you know you have to stop, re-stratify, slow things down a bit. There's another flake right there. Back corner, he's staying there. He moved. Time to bring her down. I hear a train a-coming. Coming around the bend. Another one washing out on me. I'm gonna have to take this slowly. I'm basically down to pure black sand, and I'm seeing lots of gold. Let's get that rock out of there. Not a nugget. Wow, there's a lot of gold in here. I keep seeing flashes, and I'm down to pure black sand, so that's why I'm seeing so much gold, is it's having a hard time stratifying, hard time sinking through the heavy, heavy black sands we have here. Peace, peace, peace. The water's extremely low on the Fraser these days, like extremely low, so I'm down into ground I normally can't even get to. And I always find that the lower you get on the Fraser, the better the gold gets. And it looks like this is gonna be a good pan, which I'm happy for since it's the first pan of the year. My judgment for when I'm done, when I'm at the point where I can look for the gold, is if I can see this middle ridge all the way through. I can see green all the way through just like that. I figure that's enough and I can start looking. Let's get the camera in on a different angle. I see gold. I see a lot of gold. Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. And look at the size of those two flakes. That is a nice, nice pan. It's gonna be a good year. There's gold in them there hills. This is a nice looking pan. It's just everywhere in there is gold. We're gonna try to get it all into one spot and get the close up on it. I'm happy with that. Just gonna concentrate a little bit more, get a bit more of the black sands and rocks and whatnot out of here. Carefully away from the riffles. I have to be really slow when I do it on this side, but I can get it down to, you know, a little more refined before I go and try to get all that gold in one spot. If I was doing production panning, I wouldn't even bother with this. I'd just put this all away and, you know, go on to the next pan. But since I'm just worried about the first pan of the year, let's get this first pan done right. Almost lost the flake. Almost. Okay, that's down to enough. Well, I managed to refine it a little bit there, a little bit more. Let's see how it looks. That is crazy. Let's get the close-up on that. I love it during the winter when the water drops so far. You get to these grounds that you never get to touch, that no one's ever got to touch. Sorry about the shivering hands. For the Fraser, that's a big, big flake. This is more typical for the Fraser, at least this part of the Fraser. There is gold everywhere on the Fraser. Whenever I say there's gold everywhere on the Fraser, a billion people ask, why isn't everyone panning it? Well, there must be 1,000 or more claims along the Fraser River, or probably a lot more, and there are hundreds of thousands of people down here panning it. They do pan it all, but there is so much gravel here. It is a ridiculously big river, ridiculously long, huge, wide, so much ground, and it's always being replenished that we never run out. Yes, there was a gold rush on the Fraser. There used to be a whole lot more. Now we're just getting sort of the dregs from leftover from the gold rush. And in a good day panning, you can get maybe $50 to $100 of gold. So it's still not, you know, that bonanza, that eureka, you've hit it rich or anything like that, but it is a whole lot of fun. It's a great hobby. And what other hobby pays you back in gold? Gold! Now, I'm part hypothermic right now. I am frozen to the bone. I'm gonna do one more pan here because I can't pass up that good gold. I'm gonna do one more pan here before I move on to a different site where there's no wind. Because it's not the cold that's getting me right now, it's that wind cutting right through me. But one more pan because that first one was just way too good. And one more pan to see if it's every bit as good as the first. So slow getting these gloves on. Okay, let us see what we can find. Saw my first piece of gold in the back corner. There's another. Two more. My toes are starting to freeze. Lots of gold washing on the back corners. Woo-hoo-hoo, big flake. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, the water just splashed my jeans. It's not below zero. It's not freezing out here, but it's darn close to it. And yeah, it's just darn cold. Okay, get rid of some of these rocks. Oh, another big flake in the, oh, lots of gold. My rubber gloves have gone stiff. I have no finger movement. Okay, let's refine it a little bit along the edge without riffles. Have to be careful doing this. Okay, and let's see the results. Oh yeah, baby. Gold, big flake, lots of flakes. Not as good as the first pan, but still darn good. So the first pan probably had about double that amount of gold, so I probably went a little too deep on the second pan, but still a ridiculous amount of gold. A ridiculously rich little pocket for the first panning trip of the year. Let's get out the close-up. And not too bad for the second pan of the year. I'll take that anytime. What kind of idiot goes panning in January in Canada? Oh, it's cold out here. I'm moving spots to somewhere a little warmer to continue this video because I am gonna be hypothermic in no time if I stay here. I'll see you at the next spot. Oh, back in the truck, warming up. I don't know what to say. I don't know why I'm doing this. It is so cold out there. I think I was actually dangerously cold out there. I am warming up now in the truck, and I kind of ran back to get back. I'm out of breath now. But hey, it's still fun. It's an adventure. I only did 2 pans. I'm gonna move over to the Thompson River, where hopefully there's no wind and it's a little warmer, and continue there. See you at the Thompson. Now that's better, much warmer over here at the Thompson River. This is my Thompson claim. Absolutely love this spot. Those are train tunnels over there. There's a train track on the far side. And we've done lots of high banking and whatnot along that bar over there. There's a great natural tailings pond for us. I see right now there's lots of ice and snow and stuff still down on this bar here, but the water's really low. I think I'm gonna go investigate a bit. The snow melt around here is really coming down off the hill right now. And that's my little tailings pond usually over there, but it's just filled right up with this runoff. And murky, yucky water coming right through and out into the river. That's what we try to avoid when we're high banking. We don't want that murky water going into the, pristine river. But,
You know, I say that a lot, don't I? It is spring runoff time, even though it's middle of winter. We do have snow melt, and that's what's causing a little bit of the muck into the river.
And yes, I know lots of people could debate about the rules about our discharging into the river and saying Mother Nature is doing it on her own already. Why can't we do it? I don't make up the rules. I just follow them. Oh. Love it out here.
Winter water levels, they're way down and they don't start going up again until about April, May, March. March they start going up. What a beautiful day on the Thompson River. I found really good gold right over there one year. I'm seeing quite the ridge down the middle here. And I believe that side is where we high banked. We high banked that whole area through there. I know we've high banked down here too. I'm thinking this ridge through the middle is the spot we haven't touched. So that might be a fun spot to hit this spring, especially around this big rock. Really packed in their gravels. Dig all around that big rock. I bet you we could do all right. But we have to wait till a lot of that water stops flowing off the hill, because to use the little natural tailings pond right here, I can't have it overflow to the river. So I have to wait for the natural water to stop before I can start adding water to it.
Now that I'm warm again and sitting here enjoying this beautiful winter's day, let's fill you in on a few of the plans coming up this season, this gold season. It's a big year for me. We have a larger scale placer operation that we are hoping to get going on the Quesnel River, starting off this year with my buddy Tyler bringing in a big trommel and all the machines and everything to do a few test holes all around the bench where we hope to mine the whole bench of, but to do some test holes to make sure there is gold in the gravels we're expecting. I have permits on the way for my dream claim, and I hear they could be coming through any day now, where I can bring a machine up there and see if I can find nuggets. I know I can find nuggets. Let's see how big of nuggets I can find. If I'm ever gonna find, a 1 ounce nugget, that's going to be the one that does it, and that'll be this year. I also have some permits up at the Ocean Picture Stone Quarry. Hopefully we can get a big machine up there and expose a whole lot more of that Ocean Picture Stone. That's exciting. I did acquire a few more claims over the winter here, new places to go check out. And because my boys are getting a bit older now and I can get away from the house a bit longer stretches, I'm moving a little bit farther away from home. So I will be going farther distances to get to better gold. My Thunder Egg claim, we plan at least 2 good trips in there to get a lot out of the Thunder Egg claim. And of course, more of the same, panning along the Fraser, panning the Smilkameen, rock hunting, agate hunting. This year is going to be big. And I am feeling very healthy and strong. I am getting old, I'm slowing down and all that, but I think I have it in me this year to do a whole lot more. So, wish me luck! And I hope you enjoy the season, the Dan Hurd prospecting season to come. And we are going to get underway probably in earnest starting, early March. In February, I'm heading down to Tucson for the Rock and Gem show, but starting, early March, we're gonna get out there in the field and starting to hammer things hard and get lots of those treasures. And speaking of agates, check this out.
Sitting amongst the rocks on the Thompson claim.
A nice little agate. Now, just in case you're worried that I've wasted a lot of time out here, I wasn't actually coming out here to do panning anyways. I'm on my way home from the big AME Roundup Conference. It's a great big mining conference in Vancouver. I'm just on my way home, making little stops along the way. But enough talking. I know you want to see what's in that, what was in those 2 pans. And it was a significant amount of gold. So let's get that cleaned up and show you right here.
There it is, all cleaned up. Now let's dry it off and weigh it. 2 pans, can you believe it? Well, let's see what this comes out to. There we are. Just over 1/4 gram of gold, 0.286 in 2 pans. That's pretty nice. Now, a lot of people ask me why the gold from the Fraser River is always so unbelievably flat.
Well, this gives me a good opportunity for the geology lesson of the day. Why does gold make these flat flakes? Well, that's all to do with how soft and malleable gold is. Because gold is so easily formed, as it's tumbling down a river, rocks tend to pound on it, squish it, smash it, and make it into these flat plates rather than round balls. And that's because if a small piece of gold gets between two rocks and the rocks hit it or push against it, it'll squish it out into these flat flakes. Other metals that are harder, like platinum, they tend to form little round balls because the rocks hitting against the platinum won't squish it out flat. And the longer a piece of gold is in a river, the farther it's traveled, the more likely it's going to end up in flat flakes, like these from the Fraser. There's your geology lesson of the day. So my first pan of the year was an outstanding success. An amazing amount of gold in there. So it's going to be a good year. Yes. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription already, I hope I earned your subscription today. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these weekly episodes of Dan Hurd Prospecting. Hope you're all having a great day. And until the next one, bye.